Alright, this could very well be the end of Star Stuff. Let's plug in my controller, get the game booted. Mic seems to be okay with the thing, that air supply, the air conditioner thing. Cool air that we're getting. Let me put this up a little bit. That's okay. I end up being like hunched over anyway, because I'm like, eh. That's programmers do. So, game seems quiet. No, we're okay. We're good. Start stuff. Ooh, nice and chilly in here. Nice and chilly. Let me check the temperature. And you know, you have to use IoT for everything now. It's incredibly annoying. Don't send me. What? Where's my? I added the device. I added. Oh, there it is. It's God. Called it God. So it says the indoor temperature is 26 degrees and it's trying to get it to 21 degrees, 22 degrees. We just have the final challenges to complete. 9 of them. See if we can do it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We already looked at this one briefly. But we didn't really give it a shot. We need a bot onto here whilst we have that block. There are 2 of the one-use gates, so I need a bot to go over there, hold on to that. Then I can go over there. So... then what? Then I cross to the other side? I can't really do that. If that other bot comes around here, can't pick up that block, we've got to go pick up that block because it's in the middle of the floor. That's the issue. Oh, and these guys are going to do the same thing, remember? So you've got to do the nearest. So you've got to find the nearest button, go to it. So yeah, we need probably 2 things here. We probably need the nearest button, and we probably need the nearest crate pad. Not crate pad, position. Currently, the nearest button is here and here, and the nearest pad, I assume 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, because I think that's how it works. I think it's how near from this, not just like physical as the crow flies. So, if I say go to nearest button, he's going to go over there. Then I can cross. But if I make them first go to the nearest position, then we're in trouble because they're going to use these one-time gates and be on the opposite side. So, the problem is, I need to somehow get around this guy. If they pick up at the nearest position, this guy's going to destroy this and he's going to be over here. What I need them to do is go to the nearest button. Right? From there, I need the nearest trackpad, which is this one for this guy and this one for this guy. I can have this guy go around to the nearest trackpad. But then I think he would fall because this guy would leave his trackpad as well. So we can have them go here and here, get the nearest trackpad. Then, the thing is, I need this guy to move, right? I need him to move out of the way, so he needs to go here. If he goes here, I can go grab this. This guy will have probably fallen down here and died. Which is not good. We need somehow for him not to do that. Go to D1. That's the nearest one. Then go to D2. Let's see how these behave. He's going to try and cross there. Interesting. Yeah, he's going to cross all the way around. He's going to go all the way around. Now. That's concerning. That is concerning. So, I need them to wait. Oi. So they're gonna go get to here. Go to the nearest button. They're gonna get the nearest thing. if I follow this guy, like if I do, oh no. I need them to, I can't make them wait for anything because I don't have anything specifically to make them wait for. So, interesting. Interesting. Okay, this is tricky. All I need to do is go get that block. But I need to be... I can't be picked up. Unless I'm picked up by that top bot and then crossed and dropped over. And then picked up by that bottom bot, crossed and picked over. We could have go to the nearest... pick up at D1. Now this guy... So, wait for D1, then pick up at D1. This guy would come pick me up. Right? The nearest trackpad then for this guy would be here and for this guy would be here, which is an issue. I can't say if holding for some reason. We don't have that one here. So if you can't ask if you're holding Mika. I can say drop at the nearest thing. But this guy would cross here and this guy would cross here and we would screw our way back. So we need to break these guys up somehow, but there's no if. There's no if. So we can't really break them up, but they're going to always be following the same command. So if they go to the first button and then go to their closest thing, they're going to go here and they're going to go here. This guy's going to die. Maybe that's not the worst thing if that guy dies. What we could do is, what if you go to the button, get your nearest thing, and then go to the nearest thing. Then once you've gone to the nearest thing, this guy's dead. Then, I could cross, grab this, I could go around here, and I could stand here. You could have them wait for this button, press, and then come back to this. We could wait for A button, and then go to A button. Right, like, let that... Oh, because of course, I was going to say I can't do that because the oil slick, so I do need them to pick me up and cross. Of course. I wasn't thinking properly. So I need to be picked up from this position. But let me see. So this is all wrong. Let me see. Get the nearest thing. Get the nearest button. Now, we need to see. Go to nearest... That's... Wait. Go to nearest position. Go to nearest position. I want to see which position is the nearest for them. Yeah. Perfect. Except for some reason going to the position doesn't mean... Oh, it says pick up at. Even I thought I put going to. But okay. So if you do this, if you first go to the nearest button, then check that. Yeah, then it's doing what we thought, except it's not. They're both going to the same side. This guy's going around because he messes... Because this is gone, this guy actually comes around the other side, which is interesting. So... he's actually going to cross back over here. So what we actually want to do is pick up at D1. But first, we're going to wait for... You could wait for D1. That's interesting. Because then this guy would just wait here. And the other one would not. Then you would pick up at D1. Then you would find out where the nearest thing is, and you would drop at D2. This guy would still be waiting here. I would get this box, I would go to here, he would go pick me up. He would find out where the nearest thing was. So I actually want it to be like here, because we want it to be this one. This one will be this one. He'll pick me up, and then he'll just drop me a D2. But then, you want to go to D3, which is once you drop at D2, then you're going to get the nearest button again, and then you're going to go to the nearest button. Let's see how this works. Let's see how this works. Oh, he's going to fuck us up. That's the problem. Yeah, pick up at D1. Then he's going to drop at D2. Drop us there. D3 is going to be the nearest button. He's going to go to D3. Because we want this guy to do that. However, we're going to wait for A button specifically. Oh, we're going to wait for D1. So actually that guy's just going to stand still. The guy at the top will just stand still because he's still waiting for his earliest one. This guy's going to pick me up and he's going to go over there. Ah, then we need this guy. Then we need this guy to come here, follow us here. So he actually shouldn't be waiting for D1. He should be waiting for just, let's just do A. And then go. Go to D3. What is D3? Go to D3. Nearest button. Y. Wait for A. Go to A, no? This guy will wait for D1. Then, when I click it, he will pick me up at D1, he will drop me off at D2. Then he will wait for A. That's fine. This guy's already going to be waiting for A, then he's going to come and go to A. When I move out of the way, he's just going to go and be there. This is 7 out of 8 commands, so we've probably missed one somewhere, but we'll see. Seems like this would function fine, but it does. Oh, of course, we need that robot to be over there. So then we need this guy. So wait for A, go to A. So this is why we need D3. Your nearest button when you drop at D2. Wait for A, go to D3. Because this guy's going to be here, he's going to go here. This guy's going to be... Wait for D3. Right. This guy's going to come to D3, and then when I click D3, he's going to come over here. Perfect. Well, that was a long first one. 10 minutes around. Let's see, I'm still... I don't need this camera over here. I think, like, I like move around, and I'm always... My camera's just not... I need, like, a fisheye lens to catch me, because I'm always just moving around. Being fiddly. You know how it is. You know how it is to be ADHD lunatic. Right. Queue. We got to build a queue. Only 4 lines of code, though. We need these guys to go to the buttons. I don't understand how that would work. Go to... B button, he would go first. This guy will be here. I want to kill this guy. If we go to A button, this guy will go here, and this guy will just be here, trying to get there. Go to A. Wait for B. Go to B. I really don't know. That seemed fine. So, yeah. So, go to A first. Then you're gonna wait for B. Alright, you're gonna wait for B. We don't need this here. We're gonna go to A. Only one guy is gonna be on A, so he's gonna go to wait for B. When I click on this, he's gonna go to B. But then when that guy clicks on it, he's gonna go to B. So he's gonna go to B, then go back to A. No, because then they're both gonna go to A. Go to A. Wait for B to be pressed. Go to B. What if I just did this? Right, yeah. You just make several waits. Okay. So trick we've used before. Oh, we have the bob. The bob. We have the orb back. Orb back. Oof. So this is how I need it to be. Except I need this on at a certain time when I press. So you need to wait for orb. Turn clockwise. I don't understand how this just always wouldn't be correct. Oh, you need all three of them to power these. Excuse me? Alright, so that makes more sense because this is very simple right now. So, if you're lasering a target, if you're not lasering a target, turn. If you're not lasering a target, turn. They're all going to turn until they're lasering a target. Then this isn't going to work. Because I need them to, if they're not lasering a target, turn, like, automatically. But then I need to be able to get them out of it again, right? So I need them to not just wait for D, yes. But then it's like, if not lasering a target, turn, and you're just going to keep looping until you... So I'm going to here, I'm going to turn it. But then I need them to wait for D again. If you're not lasering a target, this one's tricky because it's very simple, and I'm confusing myself is the main thing with problems like this. Need them to turn. Doesn't matter which way. But I need them to be, if they're lasering a target, to basically stop, right? So the way to do that is if you're not lasering a target, turn. But then we need to loop that. But this is too much. This is too much. If you're not lasering a target, you're going to keep coming into here. Otherwise, there. Otherwise, it's like... If you're not lasering a target, you're going to keep breaking into lasering a target, yeah? This is just they're going to keep turning until they're lasering a target. Easy. But then this last line of code here is like... Wait for orb. And I need another jump too. But I need to jump it like in here. If you're not lasering a target, turn. Not lasering a target, turn. So if you're not lasering a target, turn this way. Wait for the orb. Four lines of code. I feel like I need a second jump too. Not lasering a target. Jump to. Turn. So if you are lasering a target. Turn. If you're not lasering a target, so this guy won't be at that point, you're gonna wait. So if you're lasering a target, wait. If you're lasering a target, wait. Otherwise, oh wait. No. If you're lasering, wait. Otherwise, jump to the top. So this should have them all lasering. Then, if I click this... Oh, but I have a little bit of time. Okay. I don't know if I have enough time to do that. That's actually scary. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to get across here. I'm not. So, we almost have it. Turn... We kind of want this weight. Maybe here? We need the weight here. If... So turn. If you're lasering a target... I need to do it a different way. You loop the turn, right? But then, if you turn, you're going to check. Am I lasering a target? If the answer is yes... You're going to wait for my command to stop lasering the target. And then you're going to start jumping to turning again. However, if you're in here, you turn and you're not lasering a target, you're straight back to jump to and you turn again. I need this weight somewhere else, no? I mean, I need a jump. I need a weight. What else can you wait for? Yeah. That's not good enough. Need to wait for D. We've got one in his hands, so we need to wait for it. Mika's useless. It has to be a target. Lasering or not lasering. And turn. We need the turn. So these are the 4 lines. We need to order them correctly. And maybe we need it to be not lasering. If you're not lasering a target, then you jump, right? So, and then this weight stays down there. So, you turn. You're not lasering a target, you turn. Not lasering a target, you turn. If you are lasering a target, you wait for D. And then I can press it as many times as I want. Yeah. Then I have to press it 4 times. Wait for D. Oh no, wait, what? I need to wait for D to jump back up to the top. No. I'm being stupid. Okay. If you're lasering a target, wait for D. If you're lasering a target, wait for D. Otherwise, turn and keep turning. But this is the same issue. As soon as I press this, they're all going to start turning in unison. I need to wait for D and then for them to turn. every time. Except the fact that if they're lasering a target, they're not lasering a target, you turn. No, because I need to be able to break out of this. This is the problem. You wait for D. I press it. If you're not lasering a target, turn. Then once you're all lasering the target, how do I break out of this? That's the problem. How do I break out of it? If you're lasering a target turn, no. This is the solution that is the bad one. So they're all gonna turn. This kind of works. Then this is gonna happen, where they all do this, and they're gonna do this every time, and I can't get across this in time. This is an interesting one. I really like this. What I need is basically for them to have to wait for me to press it 4 times, right? So they still need to wait every time. But what this does is it stops them from keep turning. The turn needs to be outside of the if, because we need to turn either way. Right? So turn, wait is fine, but then we can't align them. We need to align them. But we only need to align them once. So I'm thinking, if you're not lasering a target, turn. And then you do this. So we jump into the turn. Wait. This is fine, but it was supposed to be. If you're not lasering a target, turn. Ah. But then this doesn't loop around. If you're not lasering a target, turn. So that guy's gonna turn. And I need it to keep going around in circles. I've got sand all over my legs. I went to play paddle and now there's sand on the tennis court. It's really weird. We kind of want this, right? If you're not lasering a target, turn. But we need the wait for somewhere. Wait for D. I press D, everything turns. Then if they're not lasering a target, they are lasering a target, they're just going to fall out. 4 lines of code. It's very tricky. No. We don't want any hint. We haven't used any hints so far. What I want is to get out of this. Yeah. We're going to go to another one, come back with a better, fresh mind. Alright, well, let's look at this one, yeah. Nearest, farthest, because we need the nearest buttons. This is going to be all about buttons. 5 lines. So, nearest button. Wait for nearest button. Then, pick up at C. Okay. So if I go here, three lines of code. So we're checking where the nearest button is. I guess it's this one. If you wait for the nearest button, that's bad. We actually need to wait for the farthest. I was gonna say if not powered. If wait for D1. Then pick up at C. But I need it to have another. So the nearest button is here. We're gonna wait for it. So the nearest button to you is this one. I'm gonna press it. So you're out of this loop. You're waiting for something. And then I need to press this button, which is his nearest button, so he's out of the loop. So we need to kind of wait for something else. Then, if powered... Oh, it's tricky. It's tricky. 1 second. Alright, they're gone. Actually, Vincent, are you okay? You can come here. Anarchy. He wants to play. It's too late to play. It's too late. And we're not at the park. It's crazy. Okay, he's at my feet now, so I can't, like, get into my table. You okay, buddy boy? I'll turn this just a little bit, so it's not too cold on you. Right. Good boy. You're just sleeping down there. Big weirdo. Ah, I need a camera under my table for it now. So, your nearest button is actually your furthest away. Nearest, furthest, yeah. Your farthest away, furthest away, whatever you want to call it. So this one is waiting for this one. But they need to wait for their opposite. So you need to wait for yours. Then you need to kind of wait for the opposite, which we can't check yet. So you wait for D1. If powered, A is on. Pick up at C. Can we do, just check this? So D1. That's this guy's closest one. Then I do this. Oh, wait. And it's going to be the same if A is on. But immediately. So you nearest is you for D1. Let me check what is going on here. The nearest for you is B. You're going to wait for B. If I click it, you're going to check if B is on, and then you're going to immediately go and kill yourself. If powered... This doesn't make any sense, though. If powered, D1. Then go pick up at C. Because this guy's gonna wait for... I want to see the letters. Why aren't... The letters don't show up unless you're, like, doing this, which is annoying. I'd like to see them all the time. So, you're gonna wait for B. And then, when I click it, you're just gonna skip over this. You're gonna wait for A. What I need is them to wait for... Obviously, I said the opposite. So... I need to have them wait for their buttons. So if you wait for A... Right, I'm going to press A. Then they're going to check if D1 is off and go. So this makes more sense. But this guy, there's no way to loop it. So you wait for A and do this. And then you wait for B. And they're both waiting. So we can't do this. If powered, yeah. Gonna wait. They're both gonna wait for A. So then, if they wait for the closest one, do we need a way to like separate this? So wait for D1. Now it's only gonna be this guy. So I'm gonna wait for A. No. So they're both waiting for A. That guy's gonna go pick up, but this guy's already gone past it. If D1 is off, wait for D1. You're gonna wait for D1 again. Right. And if you do it this way, you wait for D1. And now they're both waiting for D1. You wait for D1. And when I click it, if it's off, you go. Because you want the furthest one to be checked. So they're both waiting for D1. The problem is, if I press A, so this guy, his nearest is B. He's waiting for B. If I press B, this guy's thing turns on. He goes in. Is D1 off? No. Right? What did I do? Wait for D1. What you need to do is wait for a specific button. So, we know that one of them knows because you wait for A, and then is D1 off? However, we can't reset it. We can't reset it. So, you both wait for A. If I press A, this one checks if his is off, which it is because it's the closest one to him, then he goes. But the other one checks if he's off and goes straight to the bottom. We need like if D1 is on. If you wait for D1, it makes no sense. If you wait for D1, it makes no sense. Now, if you wait for this, if you wait for D1, now you're waiting for A. But this bot is still waiting for D1 here, so you press this one and then you go to the opposite. He goes. The other guy is still waiting for A. So he shouldn't be waiting for A. Now they're both off. If you wait for D1, it makes sense. If you wait for a specific button, you need to... Oh, it's weird. It's so weird. You need to wait for the button on the opposite side. Wait for A. If yours is off, you go. So this B guy is gonna go. But this guy needs to not wait for A. We need to block them somehow. But if I do the same thing, if we have the wait for B, Then you click A, and this guy, they both do it, you know what I mean? So we need, this is why it was weird. This is why we did the D1, because if I click, so this guy, if I click B, it's not this guy, so he's waiting for his D1. Then I click B again, this is off, he doesn't go. If I click B, this guy's waiting, this guy isn't. And if I click B, this guy isn't waiting, he's going to wait for B again. And then this guy goes. But now we need this to be B. We don't need it to be B anymore. I need it to be A again. All we can do is the nearest button. Oh my god. Oh my god, okay. We need to separate them here, I feel like. Or do some kind of trick where we're doing both. If D1 is on, you know what I mean? Like, wait for something. Like this? I don't know. So, this B guy is at the top up there. He's waiting for his D1. We didn't press it. The other guy is now waiting for B. We do this. This guy's gonna go. That guy's gonna wait for B. But he didn't go. For some reason he didn't go. Why is he not going? Why is he stuck? I thought he was waiting for... Oh, this one's B. Yeah, this is the... God. It's the same issue. It's the same issue. We can't really be using B. Wait for D1. It's just we're trying to separate them. It's like if D1 is off, we need them to wait, right? One of them to wait. So this guy, waiting for B. If I click B, his D1 is off. They're both going to be off. That's the thing, right? They're both going to be off. Oh, they're not. They're going to both be on. Wait for D1. Click B. This guy's D1 is not going to be off. Wait for B. Right. Wait for B. Wait for A. Whatever. Wait for A. If your D1 is off, so this guy's waiting for A. I click it. His D1 is on. This is bad. He's on, you're gonna wait. This guy is gonna wait for A. Does this do it? Is this good? Because that guy's gonna wait for B now. Yes. Alright, yeah. Interesting. Interesting. I really should have moved my camera like episode 1, 30 seconds in, and I just didn't realize because I'm stupid. And then I've done like 8 hours of this with the camera in the same position, so it's not getting moved now. But really is a dumb place to put it in a programming game where all my code is underneath my head. But I'm sure you understand at least my logic of explaining it. Like I said, this is... It's not for you always. It's kind of... sometimes it's the videos I make are to go along with the review that I made, just for posterity. This is called restricted. This guy can pick up stuff, he can put down stuff here. This guy can... What? What? We need all 4 of these to be filled up, so... Phew. What I need to do is pick this thing up, put something in here. We need to wait for E. We have the nearest position. And wait for E. After E, you're going to pick up the nearest position. You have a nearest drop point. Oh wait, hoppers and crate pads are the same, different things. So nearest thing. They can't reach each other's thing. That's the problem. Wait for E. Because I'm going to pick this up, I'm going to put it in E. Then you're both going to pick up at D1. And I want, if powered, pick up at D1. If powered, D3 is off. No, not D3. D2. This thing. Then drop at D2. Okay. So this guy is going to wait for E. I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to put it here. He's going to pick up. He's going to check if this is off. It is. He's going to drop it at D2. I'm going to keep doing that. That's good. We're done. Until the last block. That's fine. This guy is going to wait for E. When he does it, he's going to pick up. If D2 is off, it's not. He's going to drop at D2. So he doesn't need to do that. It's off. So, but we do need... We need D1. We need D2. D3 is where I would need this guy. We just take this away. If D2 is off, drop there. Alright. Pick up a D1. Wait for E. Or wait for your nearest thing. This guy should not wait for his nearest thing. Because he's going to be the one doing it. Wait for E. Wait for E. When I put a block in here, you pick up a D1. If D2 is off, you're going to drop there, and then you're going to go wait for E again. You are going to wait for E, and you're going to pick up a D1. D2 is off, and you're going to fall to the bottom. Not dropping at D2. What we actually want is that you drop at D3. Drop at F. Now here's the tricky part. We need the nearest one. Do we need the nearest one here? We don't need D2 to be the nearest thing here. Oh, we do, because we need if D2 is off. If your nearest thing is off, then drop at D2. So we actually do need that. Pick up a D1 is necessary. Wait for E. Doesn't seem necessary. Oh, yeah, because it's going to be on otherwise. And he can't drop here. We need to drop it off at F. This guy would wait for E. He would pick up at D1. He would drop at F. Now, here's the thing. We don't want these guys to do this. We don't want them to do both. That's why I had another jump here. So, can we cut down a line of code here? We need... D1 is where they pick up from. We absolutely need it. D2 is this and this. This is the way to differentiate them. Because this guy's is going to be off when E... on when E triggers, and this guy's is going to be off. So that's the way we trigger them. So we need this line of code. Wait for E. We need it so that this is differentiated. Then pick up at D1. Absolutely necessary. And then we need to kind of choose between... Right? So if D2 is off... D2 is off, we need to jump back to the top. Or we need to drop it at D2. This one's off, you're going to drop it there. Otherwise, you're going to drop here, but we don't have an otherwise. If we say drop it, you know, yeah, it has to be F. Can't even say nearest hopper. If D2 is on, drop at F, otherwise drop at D2. Which this guy can never do. So it's the same thing. Wait for E. This guy doesn't even need to wait for E. Wait for E the first time. Then pick up at D1. D2 is on. Drop at F. If it's off, if it's off, if it's on, drop at F. If it's off, go here. But I need this still to loop. This is, the same thing. Wait for E. Pick up at D1. If D2 is off, which is this one, drop at D2. I'm gonna pick it up, I'm gonna put it here. This line of code is going to crash everything. This works for this guy. This works for this guy. If D2 is off. This is a tricky thing. Because we need the jump, obviously. D2 is off. We want the same line of code for both of them here. We want them to wait, pick up. In fact, they can pick up, then they can wait. It really doesn't matter. Pick up, wait for E. D2 is off. Drop a D2. Otherwise, drop here. So if D2 is on, drop it here. But then you can't do it. It's the same. And I can't put his D2 off because I need another line of code. Right. I feel like maybe we just let this guy do this or whole thing and then do the next one. So pick up a D1. D2 is on. Drop a D2. Drop at F. You didn't have a jump though. Pick up at D1. D2's on. I'm gonna pick this up. Pick up D1. D2 is on. This one's on. Drop at F. Pick up a D1. Drop at F. Pick up a D1. Oh, it's just it's the one line of code I don't have. I need D2, I need D1. Waiting for E, is it necessary? If I do pick up at D1, if D2 is on, they're both going to be on, that's the problem, right? They're going to drop at F. This is the issue. They're both going to turn and grab, and these are both going to be on immediately. So we absolutely need a wait for. Pick up at D1. D2 is on, drop at F. And go back to the top. So it doesn't, you know, see this is kind of my thing. But it's the same if we do this. There needs to be just a smoother way of doing it. So we wait for E. We absolutely have to wait for E because that's when we do a check. Pick up. We wait for E. That is the loop. This is the loop. Then we need to do a check. In here we need a check. If D2 is off, which is the closest pad to them, we know it's this side. So we know you've got to drop it at D2. Now this loop solves this guy. Right? This loop solves this guy. But this will just crash it. Because he cannot get over there. And that guy can still do his stuff. Because D2's on. So he's just going to keep skipping over this. So he's fine. This guy's fine. Is there a way where... Okay, so if D2 is off... You wait. So pick up, drop at. Pick up, drop at. Pick up, drop at. This guy... If D2 is off... No, we can't. We've got to do the wait. What am I doing? You've got to do the wait so that it's off. Otherwise, it's never off. I'm stupid. This solves this guy. But you need to do... Wait for E. What you need to do is D2 on. Do this, otherwise do this. And we just need one more thing. So pick up at D1. 100% necessary. Wait for E. It is necessary. Because this, otherwise they'd both be on and they'd both try and do the same thing. I feel like I need 2 jumps like this. And it's like... You know, if D2 is on... Drop at F or whatever. So this guy's... That's just going to work for him, right? But then I need this extra line of drop wherever. Pick up at D1. So the nearest. I'm losing my mind over very simple things. I'm losing my mind over very simple things. You pick up. You know what? We need another timeout. It's 2 levels skipped. We've got to go back to. And I've already been an hour in this. I can't believe it, to be honest. Crazy. So I need this to be turned off. So if I just turn counterclockwise, that will go down. Then, oh, I need this to be popped actually. So if we turn this clockwise, because I can't stand on it otherwise, and then wait for the orb, and then turn clockwise. I don't understand how that would be an issue. Oh, oh. If lasering a target, wait for B. Otherwise, turn. Right? Lasering target with B. And then I'm going to get it to turn. Oh. if not lasering a target. No. No. Same again. I need you to turn counterclockwise. Doesn't matter if you have to turn back. But currently, if you are waiting for... No. Wait for an orb. No. If you're lasering. If you're not lasering a target, turn. Right? Wait for orb. Not lasering a target, turn. Then wait for orb. Then you're going to jump back to here and you're just going to turn and wait for orb, turn, wait for orb, turn, wait for orb. So, orb turns you. Orb turns you, orb turns you, orb turns you. Good boy. He's out from under me now. Staggered lift. See, some of them are so simple and some of them are just... It's not even difficult. It's just sometimes you get so lost in yourself. Right. Interesting. I need the switches, turn them on and then they walk forward. But... how do I make them wait for me? So... nearest... switch... nearest... button. Wait for nearest switch. Go to nearest button. That would be the easiest thing, right? Then they would cross, but I can't get there. I can't get there on time. So, you need to wait for nearest switch. Then wait for the orb. But we can't do that either. We need to separate them. So they wait for two things. So you wait for the nearest switch. Then you just wait for two orbs again? Is it the same as... No. Because I could do this. I think it is. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Lovely. You see, some of them are so simple. Same thing again. You just connect with ones some easier than others. You just understand them immediately. So, what I'm seeing here, you need to turn laser this. So we need a counterclockwise turn. When you do that, this is going to shoot up and hit this button. So we need a wait for this. And then if you're lasering Mika, because I'm going to be standing there, then turn. Alright? Then I'm going to cross here. I'm going to stand in front of you. And we can do this again. I'm going to stand here. I'm going to do it. You're going to turn 90 degrees. However, no, I can't do that. I don't want this. I don't want to be lasering Mika. So I go here, I press the orb. This guy's going to say, it's not lasering Mika. This guy's going to say, it's lasering Mika, turn. I cross, I walk up here. I go across here. Stand on this. Then, I ask, wait for this orb again. If the thing is, if we say we're not lasering a target, wait for the orb. Then if you're lasering Mika turn, no. Ha. Lasering Mika. We don't want this one to turn. So this is okay for now. If you're lasering Mika, turn. So I'm gonna get in the way, it's gonna turn, I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna get in the way again. And then I'm gonna get in the way of this one. That's bad. That's bad because he's going to turn before I'm ready. So we absolutely need a way for the orb. Let's just see how this works. This is the thing. We need an if you're not lasering Mika, wait. Otherwise turn. Not lasering Mika, wait. We need that to be like that. You see what I mean though? So if you're not lasering me, wait for me. But that way gets both of them stuck immediately. So we kind of need this. If you're lasering, you can. Wait. Otherwise turn. That's not good either, because this one's going to turn. So if you're not lasering Mika, wait. But this is only when we're waiting. So you wait. If you're lasering Mika, not lasering Mika, go to the top. You're going to turn. You're going... The blue one died. Not lasering Mika. If you're lasering Mika. Wait for H, turn. We can't do that. If you laser Mika, turn. But we can't do this either. Let's break down the situation. What we need is for one to be if to loop back to the top to check if you laser Mika, turn. That's what we have. But then we also need it so that if you press this, it turns. In fact, we only really want it to be wait for this turn. Right now. However, we want just the first one to be a check. So the very first time needs to be. Because otherwise... we can't get these to turn afterwards. So we need to... If you wait for this and turn, that's fine. This guy's going to go 1, 2, 3. This guy's going to go 1, 2, 3. So the thing is, if they're both the same position, basically. If we go back 1, go clockwise forward, this is going to get destroyed. Go 1, 2, 3, and obviously 1, 2, 3. Same thing's going to happen. Except if you're lasering Mika. Then we need something different to happen. But if it's wait, if you're lasering Mika, wait. If you're not lasering Mika, wait. But this guy gets lasered immediately. So it's like we need... If you're not lasering Mika, wait. And then I click this and they both change. We can't put... If you're not lasering Mika, turn. So this waits. If I press it and I'm here and he's not lasering, this is going to turn and not the other one. If I make it like this and I go here, he's going to turn. This bot here is going to turn. And then we're going to wait. Wait again. This guy's also going to be waiting. But then I need it to not be in this lasering Mika thing. That's the problem. I can't have it be this. If you're lasering Mika, wait. Otherwise, turn. So if you're not lasering Mika, wait. Otherwise, turn. I'm going to... Maybe this works, because it's just the first time, so we jump into the loop. No, now they're... I can control them, obviously, with one loop, but if you're... Okay. If you're not lasering Mika, you're not lasering here, you're going to wait here. This is just it's just a break point. Then, as soon as we press the button, if you're not lasering Mika, wait. You press it, you're gonna turn. I see. I'm too close to the source here. Too close. Too in my own head. I'm too in the code. Let's wait for a little bit, but it's going to be cold. Right. What do I need it to do? I need them to turn on command. Right? It waits for me. I press it. It turns. However, I need it to just one time in the beginning. Wait for something else. Or check. If you're not if you're lasering Mika, then you get to skip over something. You get to skip over this wait, right? If you're not lasering Mika, you get to skip over the wait. But it's got to wait until I get there. So this wait is like here. Then it's if you're not lasering Mika here. So you wait for it once. You're not lasering Mika, turn. Which is really bad. Because it's just going to keep them turning. If you're lasering Mika, these are the 4 lines of code. We've got to have one for waiting. We've got to have one for turning. We've got to have a loop. And then we need just something else. And the thing is, if lasering a target is bad, there's no crates. Oh, there is a crate, but it doesn't do anything. There's not really worth doing a target. I can't make this turn because I'm the only thing over here. So it has to be about Mika. Lasering Mika, wait, then turn. It's kind of interesting. Because I could have them in position to do this. But Like, this guy's gonna wait. Then I'm gonna do this. Then I'm gonna do this. But then at this point, I'm stuck. Because I can make this turn and get up there. But then I can, on command, make the other one turn. Even if I do this, he's gonna turn at the wrong time. Oh no, he's not gonna turn at the wrong time. I'm thinking I have to get up here and then switch. And then switch it back, but I don't. I only needed to do it the once, so that was actually. I feel like I solved that 10 minutes ago, but then I was like, no, because then when I'm up there, how do I switch it back? We're okay. We're at the summit. We're at the summit. We're at the final puzzle, and we've got to go back and get those 2 done. All right. Lots of lines of code. You're gonna wait for M. So I can block M. Can I? Yes, I can get this aerogel. Then you're gonna turn. You're gonna wait for D. You're gonna turn. Which is good. We need all 3 of those. So I actually need you to be facing out this way. Because I need you to go back when I put this in here. So that I can be here. What I need from you guys is... I can grab one of these, I can get this guy to turn. Then I can put 1, 2, 3. So let's do it. Let's say... wait for... M, maybe? So we do need the nearest button. And we do need the nearest... position. To go to the nearest... Oh, we need to... Actually, why do we need the aerogel when we can just go there? I need to be here when you drop this. Then I need to be here when you drop this. Then I need to be here when you drop this. And I need a crate in my hands. Why am I giving you guys crates? What is the purpose? When you can just go to the red thing. And you don't need to pick me up either. This is weird. Nearest button. Maybe it's what they're holding, right? So, yeah, so nearest pickup. So, then if you have... Wait for... B. And so, once B has been pressed... It should be over there. Then... If... Let me just do this in order instead. So I'm just being useless here. So... What I want is wait for... M. It's the only thing I can control. Ah, that's why. That's why, because if I need them to pick it up to go past... To trigger this again. To trigger M. Go to D1, whatever. I need to just see if I can trigger this immediately. Can I just go... Yes, that triggers them. Okay. Wait for M. Then. You're going to... pick up... a D1. What? A D2. They're both the same. That was bad. Okay. 5 out of 7 lines. Jesus Christ. Wow. That's all we've got. That's not good. Then you need to kind of drop at their nearest button, but if holding aerogel, drop at If you're holding... You're not holding aerogel. No, I guess... This guy's like a really... I need to be here. I need to put like aerogel in different places. If you're not holding aerogel, go to D1 or something. Let's just see what this is like. So, if you're... Wait for M. But, if you're... Pick up at D2. As soon as I do this. Then, if you're not holding aerogel... This guy's gonna wait for that before he turns back, so that's okay. If you're not holding aerogel, go to D1. This guy in the middle is gonna go to D1, I'm gonna be here. Okay? Then, the other ones are going to do nothing. They're going to wait for M again. We want this M to be out of the stack, I think. We want that just once to trigger. Then, pick up at D2. They're all going to do it. If you're not holding aerogel, you're going to keep picking up at D2. Maybe we want that out of the stack. If you're not holding aerogel, go to D1. This is very scary, because I feel like we have all of the lines of code. We're already using them, but I'm doing nothing. We've done almost nothing. You wait for M. Then this guy's stuck. I need to put something in here. But we can destroy these aerogels, right? That's the thing. We can destroy the aerogel. Because they're going to come, they're going to pick it up. Right? And so it's going to pop this one, this one, this one. So we are going to give all three of them aerogel. If you're not holding aerogel, go to D1. The problem with that is it means this guy's going to go first. Then this guy's going to go second. Then this guy's going to go third. But this is how it's going to work right now. So what we need is something like, if we do this... You see? So what we need, if not holding aerogel, is what we need to happen is, don't give the middle guy aerogel. Use that one to go trigger the laser. There we go. Perfect. Alright, we did the final challenge, but there are two more that we didn't get done here. So let's give them a little check. Oh, yeah, this one. We're obviously going to delete everything. So, we want them to turn. We want to be able to jump back so they can keep turning. And if they're lasering, we want them to wait for an orb to turn. The problem is, if they're lasering something, they're not lasering a target, turn. The problem with this is, if they are lasering a target, they get stuck. So we can't have it is in not lasering a target. What we need is the wait to be in here and this to be in here. So if you're not lasering a target, if you're lasering a target, you wait. Otherwise, you're going to turn. This should be right. Now they're all waiting. This is the problem. We didn't have enough speed to get across there. I remember that. I remember that. So we solved this part where we can kind of trigger them to do what we want. But we don't have a way to stop them. So the wait in here is a little tricky. We can't have Mika. It's pointless. We can have, if you're not lasering the target, turn. I mean, that's the same. Not lasering the target, turn until you're lasering it. And then wait, right? So wait, if you're not lasering a target, turn. The problem is putting this inside of here means that we can't break them out of it afterwards. So, we know we need this here. Not lasering the target. Lasering the target, you've got to wait. It's just the order of these 4 commands. If you're lasering the target, you're going to wait. Wait for D. If all of them are going to be lasering to get this to go up, then they're all going to get stuck here. I'm going to press it, they're all going to start turning. So if you're not lasering a target, wait. And then turn. If you're not lasering a target, wait. So if we do it this way around instead. If you're not lasering a target, you're going to wait. Then you're going to turn. He is lasering a target. He's not going to wait. He's going to turn. Then they're not lasering a target. They're going to wait. So these are out of sync now, is the problem. If you turn, then if you're not lasering a target, this guy's going to be there, and then these guys are going to be in sync. But this guy's going to be, if you're not lasering a target, wait. But he's going to keep turning. If you're not lasering... Yeah. We need to kind of synchronize them up. Because now they all do this. Not lasering a target, turn. We can't do that. Not lasering a target, turn until you're lasering the target. That's fine. That's fine. But then we need this wait somewhere where we can stop. And we need them to break out of it. If you're lasering a target... Wait. Not lasering a target. Wait, then turn. But now we're stuck. Now we're stuck. If you're lasering a target, wait, then turn. But then you're always... Oh, then you're not lasering a target. If you're lasering a target... And we're not, so they're never going to turn. I've lost my mind. This synchronizes them. For sure, this synchronizes them, which is nice. Just keep turning until you're lasering a target. But it really is just this getting across halfway. Not lasering a target. Turn. No! I can't put that in there. Not lasering a target, wait. Otherwise turn. If you're lasering a target, you're going to turn. This guy's going to turn. This is the same issue. It's the same issue. If you're not lasering a target, turn, wait for D, and then we do this. But it's only going to do it once. That's the issue, isn't it? That's the issue. If you're not lasering a target, turn. If you're lasering a target, wait, otherwise turn. Not lasering a target. So is this guy lasering a target? Yes. He's going to turn. And he's going to keep turning. Forever. I feel like something like this, where the if statement and we jump back into it. But we need them to be making sure that they laser the target first. You know, so it needs to be like, whatever. If you're not lasering a target, keep turning. And then when you're lasering a target, not lasering a target, keep turning. Then when you're lasering a target, you're not going to be in here anymore. You're just going to skip over it. If you're not lasering a target, turn and keep checking if you're not lasering a target until you're ready. If you are lasering a target, if you're not lasering a target, turn. It's going to keep doing that. Not lasering a target, turn, 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 turn. If you are lasering a target, you're not even going to go into there. This is the thing. Still think we need to wait for the orb. If you're not lasering a target, if you're lasering a target, like this guy, he's not going to go in there, he's going to jump into the start turning and waiting for D, so he's going to turn one and wait for D. This one's not lasering. But they're all going to do the same thing because of this. It has to go above the turn because we need to keep turning. It's so weird. Wait for D turn. Lasering a target, you wait. This is what we got to. This was the good part. The problem is we just don't have enough time to run along there. We need like a second wait or something. We need... If you're lasering the target, we just need to delay it somehow. But we don't have the code or like space to be able to do that. Guys, loving it in here with the new AC unit. Loving it. God, it's so late as well, and it's getting late. It's late into the video even. It's almost 2 hours. This is going to be another single video, I think. But a bug report. What is this? What is this email? Ah. Okay. Oh, it's about Akira. It's about Isles of Sky and Sea and Sky. The game. I sent a bug report, but it's all right. So if lasering, wait for D, then turn. You're lasering in the middle. You're stuck in D. The other ones skip over and turn. That first one turns. Right? That first one turns and it jumps back to, and now it's lasering and it's going to wait as well. And then the other one turns twice more. Then it's lasering. And now they're all waiting for D. As soon as you click D, they all start turning. But adding a delay to this. Adding a delay to this. Am I supposed to be adding a delay? I don't know. Is this correct? And I'm just not fast enough? I mean, there's a clear reason that this is here. I need to somehow add a delay. And the thing is, you can add a delay if you make it so that you have to press it each time to turn, which is what this is. It's like if you're lasering a target, you have to wait. This synchronizes them. But not lasering a target, wait for A. This guy's gonna turn, and then this guy's gonna start turning. The thing is, then there's no way for me to control it. You need to do this. If you're not lasering a target, you wait. Now this is going to have that guy turn there, and then when I do this... So it wants him to not laser a target at this point, which is really bad. If you're lasering a target, wait for D. Synchronizes them, and then when I press the button, they're going to start turning. That is so good. But changing this doesn't do anything. There's just no more lines of code. There's 4 lines. Maybe I could make them do something else, but god damn, it's tricky. You know what? I'm coming back. I'm coming back to this one. Let's go to the restricted one. I don't remember this one. I do remember this one. Oh yeah, that was ugly. We delete all of this. Whew. We're gonna get your nearest pickup point. You're gonna pick up from the nearest pickup point. You're gonna wait for me to do something, which is the only thing I can do. Is activate the E-hopper. Then you're going to drop off somewhere, which is going to be, for you, you're going to drop at F, and the other one, you're going to drop at A. And the thing is, it's pointless. Or is it? If I go nearest crate pad, because we need to check if those are on. Check if the nearest crate pad is on. If it is, then you know you've got to drop at F. Right? Drop at F, and F doesn't mean anything to anybody, because if I say drop at your nearest thingy, doesn't mean anything. It just means it's an extra line of code I've got to save it as. But pick up at D1, D2 is the nearest one of these. This one actually wants to drop at D2. So that's a little... Doesn't really make a difference because it's only going to be used once. The thing is, picking up at D1 is very important because they both need to do it in its different places. Waiting for E, we're waiting for E. We're specifically waiting for E. If D2 is on, is a check for these things next to us, we need to know because this one is always going to be on. This one is going to be off always when I wait for E. So when you wait for this, if D2 is on, drop at F. And then it's like, else drop here. But we don't have that else. We would need another if. And this would be so easy if you can just add another if here. We cannot. So we've got to be a little smarter about this. If we have... Pick up at D1, wait for E. And it's the same thing with, like, this. I could jump here, right? D2 is on, you drop there, and you jump back to the top. The problem is, we still need another jump, because we need to get back to the top if you're here. You're not only going to do it once. So you pick up at D1, you wait for E. If D2 is on. Nearest pickup, nearest thing. Yeah. If you didn't wait, then D2 is on, it would be on, and it would try to drop at F. They're both going to be on. We need the wait. Oh. If you're nearest, this is the nearest one, but if I just say if A is on, is off, it obviously doesn't separate the bots. So, this command here separates the bots. The pickup is whatever. We need to pick up always, but whatever. We can wait for E. As soon as E is in, we can check if D2 is on. If it's on, you drop an F, right? And if it's not, you drop somewhere else. I don't see why we don't pick up at the top, just to get the boss to do stuff. But yes. We need to always pick up at D1. And we only need to do this check really once, though. We can wait for E the first time. And then as long as I keep doing this fast enough... But the thing is, we still need the line of code. So it's still a line of code that we've used. It just means that the loop isn't containing anymore, which doesn't really make a difference. I feel like maybe trying to make it do it one at a time is still a decent idea. So wait for E, pick up at D1, and then if D2 is on, then you just kind of do this. Right? But there's no way to make this F and this A the same thing. Right? Like the nearest drop-off point. Because one is a crate thing and one is a hopper. That's the issue. D2 needs to be the nearest. What if we make it the nearest hopper? And we try it like this. We wait for E. So, because I can pick this up, and then, because we need to be able to check this. Then, you pick up at D1. If D2 is on, which would be on, you would drop at F. Or you would drop at the nearest hopper. Then you would go back to the top. If D2 is off, you would fall out of here. So we would need another jump. What is D2? The nearest hopper. If D2 is off, you know you need to drop at A. And then you're just picking up and you're dropping off at A. Picking up, dropping up at A. Picking up, dropping up at A. But we have... Ooh. D2 is the nearest hopper, actually. So what we're saying is, if A is off... If A is off... For you, if A is off... They're going to be off for both of them. That's the issue. What I'm trying to do is say, if this is the nearest hopper, pick up from D1, drop at nearest hopper. If powered, if the nearest hopper is on, does that mean anything? Like, this is just going to be, if the nearest hopper is off, if the nearest hopper is off, you're going to pick up at D1 and you're going to drop off somewhere. Pick up at D1 might as well always be here. But if D2 is off, you're going to drop at D2. But only this guy. That's the thing. It's just so... Damn, there's 2 levels left and I'm confusing myself really bad. Let's just start again. Clear mind. Clear my mind out. Clear my mind. It's a new, fresh puzzle. We've got 2 bots, 2 positions next to them. We need to check for their nearest position, because they're going to need to pick up from there. However, we're going to need them to drop off at different places. We need this guy to drop off here, and this guy to drop off here. So we need him to drop off at the nearest hopper. And we need the other guy to drop off at the nearest crate pad. So, we pick up at D1. We know everybody's nearest stuff. If powered, if the nearest thing is powered, the only thing I can control over is this A. If A, which for these guys is D2, if D2 is on, then you drop at D3, the nearest hopper. If D2 is off, then you drop at D2. Right? However, we don't need the nearest hopper. All we need is this. Pick up at D1. Pick up at D1. D2 is on. If D2 is on, which is the nearest thing, then you drop at D3. Okay? D2 is on. Let's move this here for just a second. get it out here. Just so I'm reading it properly. D2 is on. D2 is your nearest crate pad. If this one is on, you've already picked something up, you're going to drop it off at D3, which is nowhere. It doesn't exist. You're going to drop it off at F. However, if D2 is off, you're actually going to drop at D2, which is here. So, what we can do is say if D2 is off, drop at D2, jump back to the top. Otherwise, drop at F. We can jump back to the top here. Now the thing is, we're not waiting for this. So if D2 is off, you're picking up at D1. This guy's going to pick up right now. D2 is going to be on. So he's going to try and drop at F, which he can't do. This guy's going to be fine. We need a way to trigger this. We need a wait for. But we need D1 to pick the stuff up from. And we need D2 to do the check with anyway. The dropping off at F is different. The two jump twos stick out to me as being weird. Right? If D2 is off, maybe what you should do is, what if we put a pickup somewhere else? If you put D2 is on, you pick up, then you drop at, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Pick up at D1. We wait for E. It's the only thing we can wait for. And we check, is it powered, the thing next to us? If it is, then we drop off at F. And we have a loop. If it's not, then we drop off at D2. So, D2 is used twice, D1 is used once, but this is very important. This, can we remove this? If I say is A on, because it's going to be on and off for both of them, so no. We need to check if this is on, this guy knows to go here and just keep doing this. Well, he's going to wait every time, but we can do this the first time. In a way. Then, pick up, wait, D2 is on, go to pick up drop at, wait for if powered nearest. Feel like we're so close, but this crashes one of the bots. If D2 is on, drop at F, crashes this bot, because it can't get to F. But if we say if D2 is off, drop at D2. The thing is, he also can drop off at D2. But it's on, so he's not going to go in there. This guy's fine right now. But then if we put drop at instead F, then we're in trouble. The thing is, if you do this, or this, it's fine, but you're only going to get one block dropped off here. Having another jump to would solve it. But we really can't. We need D1, and we need to pick up at D1. We need D2. We need to pick up. We need to loop at least once. We need to wait for E in order for this check to even make sense. It's the problem. So if I go here and pick this up, Gotta wait for E. Actually, if you wait for E... Oh, yeah. We need to make it wait for E. If we don't wait for E, they're going to pick up at D1 immediately. And then it's going to say, is D2 off? No, it's on. Drop at F. Can't get to F. And this guy is going to be it. Oh my god, I'm losing my goddamn mind. It's so simple. Restricted, it's called. Because these guys are restricted, but so are we. Do we have any lines of code that do the same thing? Yes, we have these drop ats. These drop ats do the same thing. Can we merge these together somehow? Because drop at D2 is, you know, it's the nearest create pad. Or if you pick up D1, wait for E. D2 is off. Drop at F. We do this, right? This guy loops himself, does everything. D2 is final. If D2 is on. If D2 is off, sorry, if on. You're gonna drop here and you're just gonna loop through. This guy, it's gonna be off always. I can't actually do anything. What if they wait for me to put something on the A crate pad instead? I could pick it up and put it back down. No. Oh, nearest D1 position. Simple. Pick up at nearest position. You drop off here and I have to enter this. We need a wait for E. It's the only thing I can enter it into. We need... You know what? I haven't even tried. I know it's like... I know the code isn't working, but I haven't even tried to see what's happening. We should just give it a shot anyway, just to see. Nearest crate pad. If the nearest crate pad is off, drop at nearest crate pad. Yeah, this actually does trigger. Okay. Oh. Actually, I don't need this last cube. That's interesting. You see? That's why we test. Of course, we don't need that last cube. Wait for E. So we can put... If powered A is on, drop at F. But we still don't have the drop at. If A is on, drop at F. Otherwise, drop at A, right? We don't want it to be the nearest. So now we don't need this nearest here. So we're just checking if A is on. This is why we don't want to wait here. We only want to wait the first time. Because I need to make sure that this is gone. Oh, and then I leave it here the third time. Okay. What happened? Where did this guy die? He's the blue bot. I'm going to put something here. We're going to wait for E. Pick up at D1. If A is on, he's going to drop at A. Drop at A? No, 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 no. A is on. If A is off, drop at A. Right? And then go back up. This guy's going to drop at F. This guy's got to drop at A still. Oh, because of course. This is the thing. It's going to be off for both of them. But what I need it to be, I need him to wait until the other one is done, kind of thing. We have 8 lines of code already, right? What I wanted to do is, like, if powered... Can you wait for A to be in there? So wait for E. Right. Let me... Wait for E. Wait for E. I'm going to pick this up and put it in here. When that happens, they're going to pick up at D1, and then it's going to say if A is off. It's going to always be off. So I need them to be off, then on, then off, then on. So I need the wait for E to just be the first time, right? Because what I need is for these guys to be out of sync. I want him to see it as on, and the other guy to see it as off. So when I put the wait for E here, this guy, they can pick up in the loop, that's fine. Then it's gonna see, is A off? Drop at A. Wait for E, pick up at D1. If... The thing is, I need this to be... They're both going to see it at the same time. We need to just delay one of them longer than the other. That's what the nearest create pad was for. If D2 is off, then you know you drop at A. If it's on, you know you drop at F. But this is just too many lines of code. I was hoping without this nearest check, you can kind of have this one do everything first, and then this guy do everything second. But I see how that would not work. You would... Let's do it all again. I'm gonna try it out. Pick up D1. Drop it A. Yeah. This guy's gonna break. But for now, that's fine, because I can just get this and move them out of the way. Right? If powered E is on, E is off. I don't want this guy to do anything. E is off. We're gonna jump up here. We're gonna pick up and drop it A. E is off. Pick up, jump at A. That's what this guy's gonna do. You still want the nearest, because I need to be able to tell them apart. Nearest crate pad. If powered nearest crate pad is off, drop it A. Right, and these are going to loop around. But in here, if E is on, so what will happen is this guy is going to pick up a D1. If D2 is off, We can put a weight in or whatever. This guy is gonna pick up at D1. D2 is gonna be off. He's gonna drop at A. He's gonna drop at D2. Right? Then I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna move it here. D2 is still off. E is still off. Then I'm gonna jump. He's gonna pick it up. He's gonna check if it's off. Does this work? When E is on, drop at F. This is what I mean. I think this is what I mean. I knew it was one then the other. I don't know why I wasn't checking for E to be on for so long. That was really, really silly because it was obviously the way to check that this one is done and go to the other one. 4 lines of code on this one is honestly ending my life. We absolutely need to wait for the orb. I've been given an orb. We need to wait for it. We obviously need to loop. And we obviously need to turn. The main thing is, if you wait for this then turn, and you keep waiting for this and turning, then bad stuff happens. None of them are going to line up. If you're lasering a target, then you can wait. Alright? If you're lasering a target, then you can wait. And so what this does is it allows them to all synchronize and wait, but it doesn't give me enough time to run across that gap. And doing this does not get me through it, yeah. I can't do anything about, like, there's no trick of if lasering the target. If you say if you're not lasering the target, then wait. The problem is they'll be out of sync, because then one of them will be lasering a target, and the other ones will not. Lasering the target. There's no reason to laser Micha. There's just no reason to. Unless we did turn. If lasering Micha. Wait. I could make them synchronize by lasering me. But then it's the same thing. Yeah. It's lasering Micha. So turn. If lasering Micha turn. No. Turn. Why am I doing this? This does not seem correct, but I have to try something. I do have the ability to be lasered, so let's try it. If not lasering Micha, wait. If you're lasering Micha, do I need to, like, synchronize all of these? And now I can control them all? Oh my god, this is actually the way to do it, isn't it? Yep. Oh dear. Oh dear, we did it. 100% complete the game. Get Swole. That was 100%, it was called. Achievement. Get Swole, 100% of all bonus challenges. That was so silly of me. Obviously, I can synchronize them. We got these new colors. that we never checked out. But I'm now very mad that we didn't get those ones. We got 142 stars, which is killing me because why is there not 150? Keeping up with your mental finesse, being you're sparkling, Mika. Are you telling me that I did all of the challenges and you didn't give me? You didn't give me the final color? That's all I was. That's all I wanted. We went through the whole game yesterday to try and find all of the other colors. And now you're telling me I'm not going to be able to find them? We got a color for getting 50% of them done. But I'm not getting a color for getting 100% done. That's what you're telling me. That's what you want me to believe. Disgusting. This is evil. It's got to, I mean, this is you're killing me. There's no colors here, really? There's not a secret color around here. Come on. Where is that last color? It's somewhere I missed. I went through the entire game yesterday. I took off 20 minutes to go through the whole game again, and try and find the thing, and we still didn't. Well, we've done everything. I think the last eight puzzles are the ones that you do to get to the core. I'm gonna keep believing that, even though I counted them at 7. I think I might just be stupid. But yeah, I guess I've missed one somewhere. I really don't want to go back through them all. It was a lot of going over certain areas. It's probably, the thing is, it probably isn't in a level. It probably just is one of these side zones. But it's very frustrating to have to do this again. I really don't want to do this. Please stop me. Am I doing this? It's been 2 hours and 12 minutes, this video, for God's sake. Those last puzzles took forever. Honestly, when they told me 10 to 15 hours, I was like, you're having a laugh. Of course you're joking. I mean, 10 to 15 hours on this little programming game that's like super easy, made for babies. It's not made for babies, is it? The design's cute, but it's made for adults, senior programmers that like cute stuff. Isn't it? Isn't it? Who else would it be made for? So yes, this has been a lot of fun. There have been a lot of tricky challenges, which I really appreciate. You know, I do get a lot of puzzle games that I just breeze through. It's not hard. It's not often I get a decent challenge. And this is exactly what Star Stuff has given me, to be honest. I did think it was going to be really simple, easy. It started off very simple and easy. We just crushed it. And then as the kind of the little tricks, the little gimmicks fell into place, you know, the bots that are same bots being controlled by the same commands, the rogue bots, obviously the ifs, the nearests, just a lot of interesting mechanics. Obviously a lot of them are just basic programming mechanics, just like, oh yeah, it's an if statement, whatever. It's a loop. But mixing it with everything else, it's been a lot of fun. And like I say, it's not regular programming like you would think, because you're so restricted that you just have to kind of think of weird, hacky ways around stuff. You are thinking of strange ways around challenges. I don't think we're gonna find it. Might be in a level, actually. Maybe it is in a level. But I can't believe that there's one more that we didn't find. That's so sad. It's not here. Damn it. We gave it our all. I still came up short. One potion short. And I'm blue. I don't even want to be blue. I want to be red. I changed my outfit by accident. We read all of the notifications. We beat all of the puzzles. We're still gonna be... We're still not gonna be this fully stylish. We're not gonna have a complete wardrobe. I wanted this guy to give me something. I thought he would. I really did. The hydration. Maybe if you just keep hydrating. Maybe there's a vending machine with a color inside. You just have to use it. Yeah, this guy likes to hide. Plenty of snacks. It's quiet. Whoa! Relax. Responsibilities can wait. Relax on a squish pod. So there was something over here after all. That was just an achievement I got. A secret achievement. We didn't lay on that thing yesterday. We came around the back there, but I didn't lay on the chair. And now I'm so glad I did. It is 20 to 12 midnight. I have things to do. I had another demo preview thing that I need to play. So there was a potion behind there. Ew. Don't know where the last one could even be. Yesterday we even went through the last puzzles, the last set of puzzles, just in case. We didn't find it. How sad. I did think that the ice world, there is like one guy who's like, look into the ice and it will tell you your greatest fantasies or whatever. And I was like, your greatest desires. I was like, maybe that'll give us a color, right? If we like look into it. I guess it's in here. It's like a big ice cube. But it doesn't seem to do anything, so. Also, perhaps not. We did go down here yesterday. This was a cheeky one. Maybe there's another one like that, like a little cheeky ladder somewhere that you can climb that I just don't consider is even a possibility until it slaps you in the face. Probably something like that, right? Like a one-time use thing you don't see anywhere else in the game. Like this guy, look, the ice reflects back your heart's deepest desire. I was like, does it? Give me the final color. It's my deepest desire. Oh no, you can't drink that, it's frozen. That guy told us everything in there was frozen. For obvious reasons. And there's all these guys trapped in ice. Mondays, am I right? Still nothing. I don't think we're gonna find anything, guys. I tried my darndest. Still failed. God damn it. I want my last potion. Last color. Last dye. I'm calling them potions because they look like they're in potion bottles. Like, see, there was something around here. I guess it was a potion from before. And I found it, but it is strange that this... I don't remember finding a potion there, but maybe I did. I'm so tired. I really need to stop messing around looking for something that just absolutely does not matter, because I'm never going to turn the game on again. I've beaten it. I've beaten all of its puzzles. I'm going to write my review of it. And that will be it. Uninstalled. Until at some point in the future, I think, the game was fun. Maybe I'll go back and try some puzzles again. In like 10 years. Because you need to forget all of the puzzles, that's the thing. It's a problem with a puzzle game. It's not, you don't replay it. It's hard to replay because you need to literally just wait until you forget the solutions, or it's been long enough that you're... But even then, you still get through some puzzles quickly. just how it works. Yeah, it's a sad thing about puzzle games. Very little replayability at all. Unless it's like an action puzzle game. Even like Portal, like it's fun, the movement's fun, right? So that's part of it. Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah. We're done. We're done. But I'm not ending like this. I'm changing back to Red Mika. We could have relaxed here as well. Welcome. Yeah, the wizard hat is for sure the best. And the red is for sure the best. Just doesn't tell us where you can get it. That's the thing. It's the one where it's right in the middle as well, which is really awkward. Must mean something. This water looks so good when she drinks it. I can't believe beating all the challenges didn't give us the thing, honestly. I'm shocked. Maybe if I ask this guy, never thought to check the star poll. Yeah. Come on, guys. I did everything. Come on, I did everything. No, not the star's trajectory. I did everything. Guys. I solved every puzzle. And I'm not allowed into this locker. Well, we're done. That is star stuff. Really cool. Definitely not babying you with some of those puzzles. They're really crazy. I absolutely loved it. It's weird how much the puzzles, how the challenge, the curve of the puzzles just don't match with the design of the game at all. Like it looks like a silly babyish cartoony 3D platformer. And I know that's just the design choice. I know, yeah, I've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed how it looks, but I don't know. But usually when you get like a programming game or something, they're very functional. They're very much programmer art, right? Because it's usually a programmer who kind of makes them. So to have something like this that mixes those two, it's really nice. It's really nice to have a game that looks nice, but also has that really deep, thinky. I don't know. It's just such a weird juxtaposition of two completely different types of game, but one on the genre and one on the design, right? And you're taking a design from a different genre than you are from the actual genre that it is, the actual gameplay is. It's just very weird, but it's been really nice. I'm sad to see this one go, to be honest. I'm sad to see it end because I just want more puzzles, and we've solved them all. Any more would just be, it's just being greedy at this point. We've had so many. It's full of puzzles, great difficulty curves, great introduction of mechanics. Some of them are really tricky. Some of them are not just tricky, but you have to kind of find tricks within the game on how the bots work and how certain things can line up with each other. You know, how to desynchronize robots that are always doing the same thing, how to make sure that you're crossing these gaps. That one way the robot goes in the middle and just kind of starts moving us back and forth. Just little things like that. It's just really interesting, because sometimes you have to think, you know, this is going to be a loop because I need to go back and forth, and then sometimes it's like it's not a loop because you need specific triggers to do specific things. So it's really quite expansive, right? It's covering all the different areas of programming. I don't like that a lot of the time you weren't having wait for commands. You were just having bots do stuff and hope that one bot got there before the other one, because it kind of goes against thread programming or just programming in general. Like, you should wait for something if you need to wait for it. But otherwise, I think it's just been lovely. It's just been a great time. Real brain burner. And that's just been awesome, because you know you get games like this, and yeah, they can be targeted at kids, and then you just blast through them and you're like, yeah, whatever, it was fun. We don't get enough that are aimed at puzzle fiends, people that want a real challenge. We don't get enough puzzle games that are like that, to be honest, anymore. The amount of times I've played a puzzle game and just breeze through it, just blow through it, or I've seen this puzzle 1,000 times in other, similar types of games. If I have to play one more game where you click a button and then run through somewhere and then stand on a button whilst your copy of yourself runs the path behind you and lands, I'm going to scream. But yeah, it was new, it was fresh, still just programming, but it was just great. It's just great. Puzzle enthusiasts, lately they've been getting a lot more. We've been getting a lot more games aimed at us, but in general, it's, look at base building games or war games and all of this, and they're all over the place. You have just infinite choice. And then puzzle games, you really don't. And each puzzle game is kind of its own thing as well. So if you really like a type or a niche of puzzle, it's not always available, right? Like I really love Picross, but there are a million Picross games. But this is it. There's no more star stuff. And that's really, it's really quite strange. It's really quite strange because you have to kind of say goodbye to the game. I can't go play another, 3D action Souls-like. I just go find another one. But this, I can't go find another programming game that does what this game does. And it's really weird. It's really a sad goodbye. But I'm going to say goodbye. We did it. We kicked its ass. Thanks, Mija. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.